Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Hobbydude 007 channel. Well, today is January 15th, 2022. It is the reveal day for the Unified Scale Automotive Content Creators 40 Ford builds. As you know, I chose the 40 Ford sedan delivery to make a channel signature vehicle out of. Stick around, let's see how it turned out. Hey guys, before we get to the reveal, I want to take a moment and thank all of the other YouTubers that jumped in on this challenge. Well, I don't know if it's a challenge, but on this build and did the 40 Ford coupes, sedans, and sedan deliveries. You guys have inspired me. I have enjoyed very much watching your progress as we went along. And this has been a really fun build of a really classic old kit. And before we get into the reveal, I want to take just a quick moment and look back at some of the progress of this build as we go along. And some of it you've seen, some of it you probably haven't. But we'll take a quick look at that, and then we'll get to the reveal. Okay guys, that was a look back on what got us to the finished product, so let's take a look at it. Try a little LUKA magic here. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Well, here it is, the mobile workbench for the Hobbydude 007 channel. The paint is, the fenders are metallic black, which is, all of this by the way is Tamiya paint. TS40 metallic black are the fenders. And the lower portion of the body and hood are actually TS94 metallic gray. I wish I'd have gone a little bit more, or a little bit lighter, I guess, in that gray, because in this picture, as well as some of the other shots I've taken, the center section there, the gray almost looks like it washes right into the fenders. It's kind of hard to tell the difference. I think it turned out really well. The vent there open. I'll take the camera down here in a minute and we'll get some close-ups of some stuff. You see the double pinstripe red striping down the sides. The Hobbydude 007 logos. And in the back, of course, we've got our workbench, which you see the models in the shelf down there and all of that stuff. So I think it turned out pretty well. You'll notice, I guess, first thing is I was doing those the dark red wheels, but after I got it kind of together, I kind of mocked it back up and put these back on it again, the black. And for some reason, I really just like the black better. They're kind of the big in the rear and smaller in the front. The stance just really made it look better. But I like the black actually. But the great thing is, for another project, I have a set of the dark red now. But overall, I'm very pleased with it. There's a few things I'll point out, and we'll get a little closer. Here, let me show you something up close. The running boards, instead of doing them in the rubber, I kind of covered them in putty, smoothed them out, and put the Scale Motorsports carbon fiber twill pewter color down there. And I think that's one of my favorite things on it is the carbon fiber running boards. Looks really, really good. The dash, which you saw, and the steering wheel, the wood steering wheel and all, turned out really well. There is one thing that I was really disappointed in, and that was the interior lighting for the back. Unfortunately, I had a bad switch, which a replacement's already on the way, so I won't be able to show you the interior lighting up there today. Those little lights are really bright, though. As I showed you in, I think it was part 3, the those little things are really bright, and I think they're going to light it up really, really good. And I guess you can see on the inside, those maroon leather seats really pop, as well as the door cards, the carbon fiber dash top, and of course the open cowl vent, I think turned out really, really well. There's a few other little things on the inside of the workbench area. It's got Hobbydude 007. It doesn't have the logo, but just the Hobbydude 007 on the inside in there too. We'll take a look again, like I said, at that. But let's take a look at that flathead. It's a modified kit engine, and we'll get a couple of close-ups here of that. And there's, of course, is our radiator and our photo etch grill. Model Car Garage did an outstanding job on that. I think they make the 39 vertical, as well as a couple of sets for the 40, and I think this thing really, really turned out well. The heater hose type things here coming off flathead, those are just, I think it was 50,000 solder with just some hose ends on it there. And love the parts by Parks spun aluminum flathead breathers for the Stromberg 97s, and the oil filter and the aluminum pulleys from Parts by Parks really, really jump on that too. They really, really stand out. I was very pleased with it. I've been looking at some of the other guys' stuff this morning and over the last few days. Wow, there is some great 40s out there. And I've got a lot of inspiration, as I said earlier, from these guys on those. And man, that's something. That's the Parts by Parks finned oil filter, flathead oil filter. And we'll get a close-up when it's still here in a minute too. But as I said, I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. Oh, and this is the white is to me a TS26 pure white, which that turned out really, really well too. Okay, let me turn the camera off here a second, get this off of this turntable, and we'll take a close-up look at a few things. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to try to hold this thing as still as I can. You got a good look at the photo etch grill there. And of course, there's the open cowl. And you can also see, if I can stay out of my own light, the carbon fiber dash inlay. I decided to do the split window. You see there a lot of times the piece that comes with the kit, this vertical bar there is chrome. But I decided to go ahead and just put it back in there. Most of them, some of the cars didn't have them. Many of them did. Let's get down here. You can see some of the reflections in the paint there, the stripe. This, to me, a paint polishes out beautifully. Here you can see another look at that carbon fiber. I am tickled to death with that carbon fiber running board. I don't know what my fascination is with it, but let me tell you, those are great decals, and it really looks good. And I can't say I've ever seen carbon fiber running boards on anything. I'm sure they're out there, but I hadn't seen them. But again, these wheels, and I'm getting in my own light there. I think they really, really did work good with the car. Kudos to my daughter. These are vinyl, like dry transfers. She made those, and we're going to make a couple more sets to kind of replace them. That was kind of the rush thing, but I think they turned out pretty well. And then our workbench, and again, I am so disappointed that we didn't get to. Now, you can barely see it, but up in there on the wall there, on that side, you can see where it says Hobbydude 007. And of course, since we have a mobile workbench, you see we've got a Salvino kit, a couple of the old MPCs. There's a sedan delivery on the floor by the airbrush. And of course, up on the workbench, on the cutting mat, we had to have a 44. So I put a hot rod red 44 coupe up there on the workbench. And you really can't see. Let me see if I can get this light down a little bit lower. But behind it are a couple more model car boxes of the 40 coupe and the sedan back there on the workbench. And there's another Salvino kit or two behind it. I really wish those lights would have worked, but I may have to do an update on that later. Then again, the white interior, it catches light pretty good. I've debated over whether I want to use those lights for something else, but I'm thinking I'll take this back apart and put them in it, since that was the original plan. And the classic tail lights for the 40 Ford, the chevrons, I think those turned out really well. To be as old a kit, as old a mold as this is, I really think that it's still just a great classic. You see the inside of the door, the rear door that I have open. I've got the brass hinges, and we've got the carbon fiber panel there. And I think that turned out really well too. And I'm going to get out of my own light here. All right, here we go. And I think those red pinstripes, I wanted to do something really, a darker, something that ran the length that was a wide stripe. But after I found those decals, I thought, man, that's perfect, the little dual pinstripes there. And let's take that hood off again, and we'll get another quick look at that flathead in there. Get in my own ways. And let me get my pointer here. And again, this is an oil filter, flathead oil filter. And again, that's a parts by parts piece, and that really turned out well. And I was thinking about putting like the old moon decal on the white firewall, or maybe a Champion spark plug, some old school thing, but I don't know. I think just that plain old white fender wells, and it just sets it off. But I was really pleased with the flathead, the way all of that turned out too. And I know I'm a little out of focus there. Sorry about that. But guys, there you have it. Let me scoop this up a minute. See if you can tell the difference in the black and the black and the gray there. It's just, they kind of just run together. It's just a subtle difference. But hey, lesson learned. But I think overall, I'm still tickled to death with it. And let me see if I can pick this thing up. Oh, we didn't look underneath either. Underneath, we did, you saw in some of the pictures, you had the straight pipes. The first car I ever owned, and there's your carbon fiber underneath. I'm just all kinds of in my own way there. But I think overall, we turned out pretty good. I'm really pleased with it. There's a few things that I will go back, like I said, the lighting and some of that stuff. I'll probably go back and make some changes on. Oops, sorry. See if I can get some more light up in the back there. Hey, there we go. Yeah, a little better. Well, the road's just in the way. Well, that's just not working out well at all. Anyway, but I'm tickled to death with it. I think it turned out well. Again, thanks to all the guys that participated. This has just been an awesome, awesome time. I still look forward to seeing everybody else's finished products. Just a great classic kit, and everybody's variations on it have been different, and they have been awesome so far. I'm excited and look forward to seeing everybody else's. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Support each of us. I'll link in the comment, or not the comment section, but the description. I'll have links to everybody else's channels, so you can go over and look at them. And you know what? give each of them, if you haven't subscribed to them, give them a subscription, because it really helps us out. It motivates us, and it's a big help to us to continue to do what we do. So guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks again.